How's it going, everybody? This is Top Drabo. Hope you all are having another great day, and welcome to my final video of 2020. And folks, can you believe we have made it to the end of 2020? I can't, because there have been a lot of crazy things that have happened this year, a lot of good and a lot of bad as well, and it has really impacted us all on the way down. But for me this year, there has also been a lot of crazy things that have happened to me, and a lot of it has been on the same level as you guys, but I've also had a lot of fun in 2020, and there's just so much that I got to do this year that I really enjoyed talking about with all of you. And so for today, we're just taking one final look back at 2020 and the year it was, talk about some of the things that happened to me personally, and talk about my future plans for my YouTube channel, along with me personally for 2021 and beyond. So like I said, at the beginning of 2020, there was a lot of expectations that I had this year, and a lot of it didn't involve YouTube, because there was just so many things that happened this year that, there were a lot of things that I was able to do that I never thought I was ever going to be able to accomplish. The first thing that I talked about, as mentioned, was my weight loss. At the beginning of this year, I was heavily overweight, probably the most overweight that I've been in my entire life. And I have been struggling throughout my entire life to be able to get off all the weight that I have had on me since I was like 7 years old. But as I mentioned, after a lot of hard work and a lot of walking as well, I was able to go down from 215 pounds at the beginning of the season to 150 pounds. Once again, the lowest that I've ever weighed in my entire life. And being able to work swimmer now, that's something that I'm really proud to have gotten to be able to do this year. And now to keep all that weight off of me, and hopefully when the gyms open again, I can be able to go in there and do a few workouts, so that way I can be able to maintain the weight that I am right now. I also got to do a couple of internships like I did with Best Buddies in the summer and with Choices in the fall. I got to be able to learn how to make videos, be able to create content, not just for YouTube, but also for the media industry as well. I really enjoyed getting to do both of those internships, and hopefully I can be able to use what I learned in both of those places to be able to find a job in the media and film industry. So hopefully I can be able to become an important factor in the TV and film industry myself. And as I've mentioned many times before, this was my very last year of college, and there were a lot of dramatics in this as well. As I mentioned at the beginning of the year, I had started in classes in the spring, but in the middle of the spring semester, we had to switch virtually because of the coronavirus pandemic. And again, I had never taken an online course prior to that moment, so I really thought that I was going to struggle. But here I am in the spring, and at the end of my last semester, fall semester, I've done really well. I've gotten straight A's, likely 4.0 GPAs in both of them, and I just made a lot of friends in college that I wasn't able to see in person that year because of everything that's happening with the coronavirus pandemic. And I'm gonna miss every single one of them, and hopefully I can find some way in the future to be able to keep up with them and hang out with them again in the future, because these people were very important in my life, and it's just gonna be hard for me to let them go. So hopefully I can get to see all of them again in the near future, and maybe even do like a little collaboration or two here on YouTube in the near future as well, because I always like to do a video or two with them as well. And yeah, those are just some of my defining accomplishments that I was able to do in 2020. And there are a lot of things that I haven't gotten the chance to do yet that I have planned for 2021 as well. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that near the very end of my video. And when it comes to YouTube, at the beginning of this year, 2020, I had been off of YouTube for about almost a year, since July of 2019. I stopped making YouTube because I had quickly lost interest in it, and it was really hard for me to be able to come up with good ideas and things to talk about in my videos. And I just had lost interest in continuing to do YouTube. And it's been almost a year prior to July earlier this year that I had made a YouTube video in general. But when I did that Best Buddies internship, where I make those Black Lives Matter and sports videos, the PS5, Xbox Series X, the Burnout and found footage videos, those were the videos that really got me right back into it. And using the new equipment that I had with my own video camera and my Adobe Premiere Pro, which is completely different, because when I was making making those videos early last year in 2019, the only way I was able to do them was with my cell phone along with the camera on my laptop, and they produced a lot of pretty poor quality, to be honest with you, but these helped me step up a little bit when it comes to that. But those videos that I made during the summer, those were what really got me back into YouTube. And knowing how much that there is in YouTube that I can do, so much creativity that I can bring to it, I decided, why not just get back into it? And so I decided to get back into YouTube in September, and ever since October, I've been making videos every single Saturday. And every single one of them, I've made a lot of great videos that I got to enjoy talking about with all of you guys. And I hope you enjoyed getting to watch every single one of the videos that I have made here on this channel so far. And there are a lot of things that I got to talk about this year that I really enjoyed talking about with you guys. Starting with when I was talking about how I became a Jets fan in 2008 when I met Dustin Keller. That was one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me in my life. Getting to meet Dustin Keller, a tight end of the Jets at the time, and being able to be an important role for the New York Jets that season, that was what really got me involved with the franchise. And unfortunately, the Jets have not been very good this year. We're probably going 1-15 or 2-14 depending on what happens, but hey, there's always next year that we can do better. But that was one of the most defining moments of my life, getting to meet Dustin Keller, and a moment that I'll never forget. I also enjoy getting to talk about my weight loss, how I was able to get from 215 to 150 pounds now, and the support that I got for that video was overwhelming, and I think that's probably been my most successful video since I came back from YouTube. I believe it has about 115 views, and that's quite a bit for somebody that normally doesn't get a whole lot of views on my YouTube channel. So I want to thank every one of you guys for the overwhelming support that I got for that video, and hopefully I have a lot more interesting stories about that in the near future, or at least in a way like that in the near future as well. I also enjoyed talking about my friendship with Tito Caballero, my friend from Union County College. It's been 2 years now since we lost him, and I just miss him every single day. And I really wish he was still here to witness what we were able to accomplish, because getting to graduate from college, I'm sure, was also something that Tito wanted to do, and he touched a whole lot of people. And so I just really wish he was still here to be able to witness the accomplishment that I was able to do when it comes to graduating college. And I also enjoyed talking about the 2020 election video. Obviously that was pretty controversial, because somebody like me, I don't like talking about politics very much. I'm usually more into sports and talking about my personal life in general, but politics is something that I don't devolve into because it involves a lot of controversy. But this election, like I said, was too important to sit out, so obviously I decided that I want to talk a little bit about that. And if you want to check it out and who I voted for, please check it out in my channel. I'll explain everything about that video. And I also enjoyed talking about my story with autism, when I was diagnosed with autism at 18 months old, and being able to overcome the challenges to be able to get to this point in my life where I'm now officially a university graduate, and now to be able to find a way to overcome the challenges of autism, to be able to accomplish the next step in my life, which is to find a job in the TV and film industry, which I hope to do starting in January, and hopefully find a way to become a major contributor in TV and film as a whole. And so yeah, those were a lot of fun videos that I got to make in 2020, a whole lot of other videos that I got to make as well. And getting back into the swing of things after nearly a year away from YouTube, it was particularly difficult for me, but I really enjoyed doing that, and I hope I get to continue making YouTube videos like that for a very long time. Now when it comes to 2021, I got a lot of plans specifically for 2021. I'm hoping that I get to continue making videos every single Saturday. Again, that's my current upload schedule right now. I hope that I get to continue making it every Saturday. The problem is just finding the direction that I want to take my YouTube channel. And I say that because I'm already running low on ideas. I'm trying to figure out where I want to take my channel. I love talking about some stories about my personal life, but I also want to venture into other things as well. I want to talk about what's happening in things like sports or entertainment and all of that. I also want to make projects relating to those, or maybe a little history and all that. And also just do some challenges as well. Try to test myself for some things as well. I don't know about competitive eating, but I will look into that maybe a little bit. But I want to find something to be able to take my channel further. Just try to find the avenue that I want to take. So I'm still trying to experiment with my channel, and so, hopefully I can find something that we can do in 2021 that will help you guys enjoy this channel a lot more. And when it comes to me personally, when it comes outside YouTube, I have a lot of resolutions for 2021 that I have planned for next year, so stay tuned for next week, my first video of 2021. I'm going to be talking about all my resolutions for 2021. I think you're going to enjoy that as well. But yeah, 2020 has been a really wild year, but also a very rough year. As I've mentioned before, there's been a lot of crazy things happening that's really impacted us all. Everything with the coronavirus pandemic, everything with Black Lives Matter, and we lost a lot of famous people as well. Chadwick Boseman, Kobe Bryant, Eddie Van Halen, all those guys have really made a huge impact here in our world. And there's just been a lot of really rough things that happened in 2020. It seems like as soon as we move past one bad thing, it seems like another one ends up happening right in front of us. And I don't think I've ever experienced a year this rough on humanity as 2020 was in general. I mean, this was a very rough year for all of us all. And I shared a part of that as well, having to move virtually in college because of the coronavirus pandemic as well. But you know what? Next year we're going to get a fresh new start. 2021 is going to bring a lot of new exciting things for us. Hopefully in the middle of the year this pandemic is over so we can go out and see all of our friends again and just enjoy life in general. And yeah, hopefully 2021 will be a better year for all of us than it was in 2020. I mean, we got through this year together. After all the rough things that we went through this year, we got through all of this together. So hopefully we can get through next year, 2021 as well. And hopefully within the middle of next year, we can be back out and being able to enjoy some brand new, exciting things here in humanity, because, there are a lot of bright things that are ahead of us in the future. And I don't think we want to miss any part of that. So here's to hoping that 2021 will be a much better year than 2020. All right, that being said, that is going to do it for my last video of 2020. I really hope that you got to enjoy every single one of the content that I have made this year. It's been a lot of fun getting back into YouTube and being able to make all those videos. And like I said, I got a lot of exciting things for my YouTube channel in my near future and in 2021. So if you want to be a part of it, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Like I said, I got a lot of things happening for 2021 in my YouTube channel, so hopefully you subscribe so you can be a part of it. And as I've always mentioned, I'm trying to find out what avenue I want to take my YouTube channel, so please let me know what you want to make down in the comments below, whether it's vlogs, projects, challenges, how-tos, personal stories, anything, anything in the like of that. I'm still trying to find a direction I want to take in my YouTube channel. I always want to hear from all of you, so please comment below and I'll do my best to make all the ideas that you have for me. And as always, follow me on social media. All the links are in the description below. Folks, 2020 has brought us some of the best and also some of the worst in life as well. But there are always some better things on the horizon for us, and 2021 has a lot of very exciting things for us. So we're in this together, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what 2021 has in store for me personally and for all of us as well. So I hope you all enjoy the final few days of 2020, because I really cannot wait for 2021, because really, me personally, I've just had it with 2020. I really want to put it past me right now and get ready for next year. Anyways, that's gonna do it for my final video of 2020. I hope you're all having another great day. Enjoy the final few days of 2020 and the rest of the holidays as well. And I look forward to seeing all of you again in 2021. It's gonna be a very fun year next year. So long, everybody, and have a happy new year.